Today I'm going to talk about an important occasion in British history. King John signing the Magna Carta, or the Great Charter, in 1215. It's one of the most important documents in history, as it established the principle that everyone, including the king, is subject to the law. It guarantees the rights of individuals, the rights of justice, and the rights to a fair trial. Now fast forward to 2001, when 4 peers invoked ancient rights under this Magna Carta to petition the Queen to block closer integration with Europe. The Duke of Rutland, Viscount Mazarin and Ferrard, Lord Hamilton of Dalzell, and Lord Ashbourne were imbued with the spirit of the ancient 1215 Charter. In accordance with the Charter's Clause 61, the famous Enforcement Clause, these 4 peers presented a vellum parchment at Buckingham Palace, declaring that the ancient rights and freedoms of the British people had to be defended. This clause, one of the most important in the Charter, allows subjects of the realm to present a quorum of 25 barons with a petition, which 4 of their number then have to take to the monarch, who must accept it. It was last used in 1688 at the start of the Glorious Revolution. The 4 peers, who were all thrown out of Parliament in November 1999, proved that they had that quorum by presenting the Queen's private secretary with the petition signed by 28 hereditaries and letters of support from another 60. In addition, they claimed the support of thousands of members of the public. They said that several articles in the Treaty of Nice, agreed by Tony Blair in December, would destroy fundamental British liberties. And the Queen had 40 days to respond. Now, under the Magna Carta's provisions, if the sovereign does not observe the Charter, the people may rise up and wage war on her, seizing castles, lands and possessions until they have redress. In 2015, we celebrated 800 years since the Magna Carta was signed. According to David Cameron, he declared that the document went on to change the world, heralding modern democracy at a ceremony in Surrey marking the 800th anniversary. The event at Runnymede, where King John sealed the original accord, was attended by the royals. The Duke of Cambridge even unveiled a commemorative artwork at the site. Now, Magna Carta's influence can be seen in other documents across the world, including the UN Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the US Constitution and Bill of Rights. Speaking at the Magna Carta Memorial, David Cameron, the Prime Minister at the time, said the document had inspired different generations and countries. It had altered forever the balance of power between the governed and the government. Why do people set such store by Magna Carta? Because they look to history. They see how the Great Charter shaped the world for the best part of a millennium, helping to promote arguments for justice and for freedom. Now, we're now coming towards the end of 2017, and despite the British people voting unanimously to leave the clutches of the tyranny of the European Union, whilst we continue with our legal system being subjected to the sovereignty of the EU, I believe that now is a time for we the people to take stock of the situation. We should be taking back control, as we promised in the referendum. So today, I'm signing my own Article 61 oath, addressed to the Barons Committee, and standing under constitutional law. We're no longer required to send our oaths to the Barons, as they've already played their part in 2001, when they invoked Article 61. I now pledge my allegiance to the Barons Committee. I propose that we stand together to ensure the constitutional rights for the people to play a part and future generations to align with this fundamental document so that our nation is governed by the people and not a select few. Once we have sufficient numbers of people prepared to stand together, our government will have a clear message that they represent us, not that we are dictated by the few. Stand with me in signing this oath to ensure that we the people, rather than an elite few, rule this nation in the future. Act now by going to our website www.operationbeacon.com today. Thank you for listening. I'm going to now sign my Article 61 oath. This is my own personal declaration.